Alright, I thought I'd do a video on something else beside the van stuff, which makes sense if you're watching this contemporaneously, but this is a standalone video, so that's not going to have anything to do with the actual meat of what's going on in here. Um, Except to say that most of my camera equipment is not with me. At least majority, all of the valuable cameras are here, but none of my tripods, selfie sticks, stabilization sticks, etc. They're all gone. But when I get when the situation remedies itself, I'll have all those back. Right now, I'm just going to show some of the smaller cameras I use. Uh, I'm using my phone to do this video, though I do have some much more extensive cameras, more expensive and more adaptable. But it's like using a cannon to shoot an ant. Doing this with one hand because I've got this stupid camera in my hand, the phone. Here we go. Now, in here, these are the small cameras. I do a lot of, I guess you would call it stealth video. Stealth meaning I just don't want everybody to know I'm taking a video, but it does not mean invading anybody's privacy. If you've seen my videos over the past, I don't think you see anybody's face. I usually show equipment, shelves, or show myself when I turn the camera around, or I use the flip up on some of my more expensive and more complex cameras to do selfies, which I haven't done a lot, but I have done quite a few lately. Anyway, these are the cameras I use. Over here you can see I've already managed to pop the lens out of this because I've sort of compressed all of these in, so because I'm doing this with one hand makes it very difficult to get this lens in place, which is very simple. I also have some actual sunglass type lenses, but this is the quote unquote 4K camera glasses. They do have roughly 2K 4K type of resolution, and it creates huge doggone files. So I guess you could, by liberal definition, call it 4K, but they're still camera glasses. So the 4K is and it's not stabilized. I'm waiting for them to come out, and there may be some already. If you know, mention them down below. Stabilization and camera glasses, which would be a great addition. I just don't know if, considering the dimensions of the camera and the pinhole type cameras required for this are really good for stabilization. But somebody will come up with something. Also in here, what I have is, and I tried to sell this, but they said there were scratches on the lens. I personally can't see them, but I'll accept the fact that they are, and I'll just keep this. This is just the Hero 5 Sessions. This is one of the smaller Hero cameras, and I use this from time to time when I'm using a conventional Hero type mount. For instance, I've got some wrist mounts, I've got a palm mount, etc. Those are the ones I use. I can use those in stores as well. And I always use these velvet bags in order to prevent scratches, but maybe I was a little late on those, though I think somebody was hallucinating. I can't find scratches at all. Over here is the front row camera, and this is the one that lately it's dropped in price. I probably bought this before it dropped in price, but this is a pendant type camera. This is the screen. You can switch it on, and voila, you can use this as the camera side. Let me see if I can actually do this. It may be low on power. I haven't charged this up in a while, so I'm just trying to see if it will come on. But I do have videos on this elsewhere. I'll just have to charge it up. It uses a USB-C, which is the most common implementation for cameras now. It's amazing that I've actually let it go down. Okay. Anyway, that's the one I use also when I'm doing some in-store videos, or and I might be doing some garage sale videos. I've been thinking about getting into some reselling. In fact, I've probably sold a little less than $2,000 worth of old stuff that I've had in storage. I'm trying to get stuff out of storage. Anything I'm not throwing away, I'm selling. It's been selling pretty good. Of course, I've got a lot of small stuff that has some value, like cameras, etc., that you see here. None of these are going to get sold in the foreseeable future. Though this one was sold and returned, still don't see that scratch. Any case, anytime you deal on eBay, you see people who might see a scratch in a corner you don't see. Nope, don't see it. Any case, that's basically all I'm going to show you. I just want to show you some of these smaller cameras. In fact, this thing is so small, I'm able to get all of these in this glasses case. So, I just thought I would do a little camera thing just as a break, since I'm not doing van videos right now. Hopefully they'll start again tomorrow when I get mine back. Not that it's going to be a big van. It's going to be a hooray, my van is back video. It's not going to be a great any educational value whatsoever, but you'll get a 2 or 3 minute video on that. In any case, that's all I wanted to show you. Now, none of these are very expensive. This is, I guess they might be still in manufacture, but it's like $250, maybe $300 an hour if you get one reconditioned or something like that. The camera glasses were relatively expensive. They're a couple of $100, and I'm not sure if they're worth that. Or right at a couple of $100. That might have been not a best purchase, but it does work, and it does give very, very good high definition on the particular whatever you're taking your video of. I just don't know if it's valuable, because a lack of stabilization means you've got to use your head like a camera, and you've got to keep it still and then move it around like you're a tripod, rather than using it in a natural fashion, because we are very jerky with our head movements when we're moving our eyes, and without stabilization, this is horrible. The front row is very good. I've got videos of that out there. I'm going to recharge it, and I will show that again. I've got a video going through Walmart and actually had it hanging on the chain. There's some stabilization hanging on the chain, hanging on this string. And there was some stabilization, but not a whole lot, so it also has issues. Well, I just want to give you a quick look at some of the smaller cameras. I've got some more complex cameras I'm going to do videos on, but life has been a little bit more complicated for me than just that. So when it gets simpler, then I can do the complicated cameras. Talk to you later. You have a good day.